When it comes to our vast universe, there are a great many terms and concepts to come to grips with, one of which is black holes. The very term conjures up images of the end of life, the universe, and everything we have ever known. Black holes resemble cosmic drains where space disappears, like water draining out of a sink. Space seems to flow, and the closer one gets to the black hole, the faster it flows. At the event horizon, space appears to reach the speed of light, so nothing, not even light, can escape. Beyond this point of no return, over the past few decades, we've learned that terrifying monsters are everywhere in the universe, ranging from stellar masses all the way up to supermassive behemoths. By combining information about stars, black holes, and stellar and cosmic evolution, astronomers have the first robust estimate for black holes in the universe, 40 quintillion. It's more than almost anyone expected. The largest known black hole in our nearby vicinity is Messier 887, a supermassive black hole more than 6 billion times the mass of our Sun, just 55 million light-years away. From optical jets to X-ray emissions, to radio waves, and even the event horizon itself, it's the best-viewed black hole ever, inside and out. However, black holes have always been these giant masses of mystery floating around in space, about which we know so little. Gluttonous monsters may be just the tip of the iceberg, something we've always had questions about but zero answers. But now that's changed, scientists finally see what's inside a black hole. Nature, in order to understand the scale of a black hole, we need to find out more about these phenomena. So let's start at the beginning by looking more closely at what black holes are and exploring some of their unique properties. The first critical point to note when discussing black holes is not to be misled by the name. Black holes are anything but empty spaces or nothingness. Instead, black holes are a lot of matter crammed into a very tiny space. For a typical black hole, imagine a star 10 times as massive as our Sun being crammed into a sphere the size of New York City. That is a lot of stuff in a relatively small container. Compressing this much mass into a small space significantly impacts the surrounding stuff around it. For example, as a result, it generates a gravitational force that is so powerful that even light cannot escape. For a long time, physicists had speculated about the possibility of an object in space so dense that not even light could escape. This is where they get their name. Einstein's theory of general relativity, which demonstrates that when a big star of a certain size dies, it leaves behind a small, dense remnant core, is most famous for theorizing about the existence of black holes. These equations demonstrate that if the star's mass is greater than roughly 3 times that of the Sun, the force of gravity will outweigh all other forces and create a black hole. Black holes are invisible to telescopes looking for light, X-rays, or other types of electromagnetic radiation for the very reasons explained above. But by observing how they affect nearby matter, we may deduce the existence of black holes and study them. As a result, today, black holes, invisible, impenetrable, and many light-years away, are more familiar to us than ever before. We know that supermassive versions sit at the center of most galaxies, including our own Milky Way. In 2019, we even got pictures that show a black hole as an imposing shadow against the glow of cosmic material. Scientists have detected the gravitational ripples that result when black holes smash into each other. The entire cosmos, we recently learned, might be humming with the force of such collisions. But the big mystery still remains: we don't know what lies at the center of a black hole, beyond the boundary where matter winks out of view forever. As Elliot Quattard, a theoretical astrophysicist at Princeton, said, "The question is definitely answerable in that someone could fall inside the black hole and find out the answer. The problem is they couldn't convey that answer to someone outside the black hole, because nothing can get out." As a result, black holes are the absolute boundary between what we know and what we don't. This is a problem that cannot be solved by astronomers, physicists, or mathematicians alone. It also requires philosophers and people who can bring a fresh perspective to these challenges, people who can push researchers to think differently. This interdisciplinary approach forces the brightest minds in cosmology to re-examine all of their assumptions. To understand why black holes scramble our understanding of cosmic forces, we need to think about their structure. If a black hole were a Ferrero Rocher chocolate ball, the first layer of chocolate and crushed hazelnuts would be the region just outside the event horizon, where gravity is still weak enough that a nearby star could safely whiz by and not fall in. Next up is a layer of crispy wafer. This is the event horizon, the point of no return. Under this layer lies smooth chocolate filling through which trapped cosmic material is sucked toward the center. And then there's the heart of the Ferrero candy, the whole roasted hazelnut. This is the singularity, a tiny concentrated point of infinite density. Physicists believe they understand what the space beyond the event horizon nearly all the way through the chocolate filling should look like, based on Einstein's theory of general relativity. If an astronaut were to fall into a black hole, she would descend, and as she went deeper, she would experience the very fabric of space-time warping all around her. The 1915 theory describes well what must occur in such an extreme environment where gravity overwhelms all other forces in the universe. The trouble starts farther in, closer to the singularity, where the laws of physics as we currently understand them break down. Over the years, scientists have looked into the possibility that black holes could be wormholes to other galaxies. They may even be, as some have suggested, a path to another universe. Such an idea has been floating around since 1935, when Einstein teamed up with Nathan Rosen to theorize bridges that connect two different points in spacetime. But it gained some fresh ground in the 1980s when physicist Kip Thorne, one of the world's leading experts on the astrophysical implications of Einstein's general theory of relativity, raised a discussion about whether objects could physically travel through them. Thorne, who lent his expert advice to the production team for the Hollywood movie Interstellar, wrote, "We see no objects in our universe that could become wormholes as they age." In his book The Science of Interstellar, he said that journeys through these theoretical tunnels would most likely remain science fiction, and there is certainly no firm evidence that a black hole could allow for such a passage. But the problem is that we can't get up close to see for ourselves. Why? As told, we can't even take photographs of anything that takes place inside a black hole. If light cannot escape their immense gravity, then nothing can be snapped by a camera. As it stands, theory suggests that anything which goes beyond the event horizon is simply added to the black hole. And what's more, because time distorts close to this boundary, this will appear to take place incredibly slowly. So answers won't be quickly forthcoming. As Douglas Fink Biner, professor of astronomy and physics at Harvard University, said, "I think the standard story is that they lead to the end of time. An observer far away will not see their astronaut friend fall into the black hole, they'll just get redder and fainter as they approach the event horizon. As a result of gravitational redshift, but the friend falls right into a place beyond forever, whatever that means." Certainly, if black holes do lead to another part of a galaxy or another universe, there would need to be something opposite to them on the other side. Could this be a white hole, a theory put forward by Russian cosmologist Igor Novikov in 1964? Novikov proposed that a black hole links to a white hole that exists in the past. Unlike a black hole, a white hole will allow light and matter to leave, but light and matter will not be able to enter. Scientists have continued to explore the potential connection between black and white holes. In their 2014 study published in the journal Physical Review D, physicists Carlo Rovelli and Hal Haggard claimed that there is a classic metric satisfying the Einstein equations outside a finite spacetime region where matter collapses into a black hole and then emerges from a white hole. In other words, all of the material black holes have swallowed could be spewed out, and black holes may become white holes when they die. Far from destroying the information that it absorbs, the collapse of a black hole would be halted. It would instead experience a quantum bounce, allowing information to escape. Should this be the case, it would shed some light on a proposal by former Cambridge University cosmologist and theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, who in the 1970s explored the possibility that black holes emit particles and radiation, thermal heat, as a result of quantum fluctuations. Hawking said, "A black hole doesn't last forever." Hawking calculated that the radiation would cause a black hole to lose energy, shrink, and disappear, as described in his 1976 paper published in Physical Review D. Given his claims that the radiation emitted would be random and contain no information about what had fallen into the black hole, upon its explosion, it would erase loads of information. This meant Hawking's idea was at odds with quantum theory, which says information can't be destroyed. Physics states information just becomes more difficult to find because, should it become lost, it becomes impossible to know the past or the future. Hawking's idea led to the black hole information paradox, and it has long puzzled scientists. Some have said Hawking was simply wrong, and the man himself even declared he had made an error during a scientific conference in Dublin in 2004. So do we go back to the concept of black holes emitting preserved information and throwing it back out via a white hole? Maybe. In their 2013 study published in Physical Review Letters, Jorge Pullen at Louisiana State University and Rodolfo Gambini at the University of the Republic in Montevideo, Uruguay, applied loop quantum gravity to a black hole and found that gravity increased toward the core but reduced and plunked whatever was entering into another region of the universe. The results gave extra credence to the idea of black holes serving as a portal. In this study, singularity does not exist, and so it doesn't form an impenetrable barrier that ends up crushing whatever it encounters. It also means that information doesn't disappear. Regardless, physicists Ahmed Elmhiri, Donald Merrolf, Joseph Polchinski, and James Sully still believed Hawking could have been onto something. They worked on a theory that became known as the AMPS firewall or the black hole firewall hypothesis. By their calculations, quantum mechanics could feasibly turn the event horizon into a giant wall of fire, and anything coming into contact would burn in an instant. In that sense, black holes lead nowhere because nothing could ever get inside. However, this violates Einstein's general theory of relativity. Someone crossing the event horizon shouldn't actually feel any great hardship because an object would be in free fall. Based on the equivalence principle, that object or person would not feel the extreme effects of gravity, it would follow the laws of physics present elsewhere in the universe. But even if it didn't go against Einstein's principle, it would undermine quantum field theory or suggest information can be lost. So let's step forward. Hawking once more. In 2014, he published a study in which he contested the existence of an event horizon, meaning there is nothing there to burn. Saying gravitational collapse would produce an apparent horizon. Instead, this horizon would suspend light rays, trying to move away from the core of the black hole, and would persist for a period of time. In his rethinking, apparent horizons temporarily retain matter and energy before dissolving and releasing them later down the line. This explanation best fits with quantum theory, which says information can't be destroyed. And if it was ever proven, it suggests that anything could escape from a black hole. Hawking went as far as saying black holes may not even exist. Black holes should be redefined as metastable bound states of the gravitational field, he wrote. There would be no singularity, and while the apparent field would move inwards due to gravity, it would never reach the center and be consolidated within a dense mass. And yet, anything that is emitted will not be in the form of the information swallowed. It would be impossible to figure out what went in by looking at what is coming out, which causes problems of its own, not least for, say, a human who found themselves in such an alarming position. They'd never feel the same again. One thing's for sure, this particular mystery is going to swallow up many more scientific hours for a long time to come. Rovelli and Francesca Voto recently suggested that a component of dark matter could be formed by remnants of evaporated black holes. And Hawking's paper on black holes and soft hair was released in 2018 and describes how zero-energy particles are left around the point of no return, the event horizon. An idea that suggests information is not lost but captured. This flew in the face of the no-hair theorem, which was expressed by physicist John Archibald Wheeler and worked on the basis that two black holes would be indistinguishable to an observer because none of the special particle physics pseudocharges would be conserved. It's an idea that has got scientists talking, but there is some way to go before it's seen as the answer for where black holes lead. If only we could find a way to leap into one. In short, as you see, we've covered a lot of ground already, but there are many more things to learn about these strange objects. While we cannot possibly cover everything there is to know about them in one place, here is a hand-picked selection of the most interesting facts about black holes. 1. Some believe that black holes could create new universes. Believe it or not, but some scientists believe that black holes could create other universes, including our own. Leaving aside the can of worms about the actual existence of other universes, there is an entire field of science dedicated to the study of this actual possibility. An extremely condensed explanation of how this works is that when you look at the calculations, our universe today has certain incredibly convenient circumstances that came together to generate life. We wouldn't be here if you even slightly altered these circumstances. It is theoretically possible that the singularity at the